Hey, Dan, I know when we talked to you going into last offseason, obviously ball security was probably the biggest thing you said you were going to work on. Is there any one thing that stands out that you think you need to work on this offseason?
Um, to be honest with you, I haven't spent a whole lot of time, thinking about it, and there's certainly a lot of things I'll look to improve and continue to work on. Ball security, continue to be one of them, but I'll sit down in the next couple of days and kind of plan out how I'm going to do that, and what exactly I'm going to spend the most time working on. So nothing, no one thing, I guess right now, but there'll be a number of things I'll be focused in on.
Zach?
Hey Daniel, I'm just wondering, going into the offseason and next year, I guess what are some reasons based on how you played, how this offense played, that you have for optimism heading into your third season?
I think throughout the season, I felt like we made considerable improvement, week to week, and it wasn't a straight incline. There were bumps in the road. There were games that we didn't play as well, and took steps back. But I felt like we continued to improve and work through challenges, work through hard times and hard situations, and I'm proud of that more than anything. That we were able to improve and continue to come together and work together. So we'll certainly look to continue to do that.
Pat Leonard?
Daniel, we don't know if Jason Garrett's coming back next year as offensive coordinator, but what argument would you make for him coming back? And for you as a quarterback, I guess, would you make an argument for benefiting from staying in the same offense with the same offensive coordinator as opposed to changing it?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure I'm in a position to comment on that, but I think I've certainly enjoyed learning from Coach Garrett. I've learned a ton of football, learned a ton of philosophy on offense and how he sees the game, what he's learned in his time in the NFL as a player and a coach, I've really enjoyed working with him. So I look forward to continuing that, and I really enjoyed it.
And just reflecting then on, obviously you went from rookie season to year two from one offense to another. In hindsight, how long did it take you in that process to get to a point where you said, I got it, this is no longer a transition, this is the offense and I know it cold?
I think throughout the season, there wasn't any point in the season, even in the first game, where I was wondering if I knew it, or wondering what I still needed to learn, or I felt comfortable throughout the whole way. But I think looking back, you do the experience of running plays, of getting certain looks, of seeing things in the game and learning from them, and being able to draw on those live game reps later on in the season, and I think that does that's part of, I guess, the learning process of what gets you more and more comfortable in the system. But again, I'd say to start the season and early on, when it was still a new system, there wasn't really a point in time where I remember thinking I wasn't comfortable, or wasn't sure what was going on.
Thanks.
George?
Hey, Daniel. The numbers are what they are for you and the team on offense. When you think about them, are you personally disappointed? And, could you guys have gotten more out of this? Or do you look at it and say, look, I did the best with what I did with what I could here?
Yeah, I mean, we're not, overly concerned about the numbers. I'm certainly not overly concerned about my numbers, or I think the most important stat is points, and how that's reflected in winning games. So as an offense, your job is to score points, and we did that well at times, and didn't do it as well at other times. So we've got to be, got to be more consistent converting those opportunities, and certainly feel like we can going forward, and that's the goal.
And one more, it's almost a universal truth that they say quarterbacks in their third year, right? That's the year where you see a lot of it here with quarterbacks in their third year. Do you, now that you've had 2 years, you kind of look at that and say, I hope that's the truth. I hope my true self is revealed in my third year.
I'm not sure I had heard that prior to you saying that just now, but yeah, I mean, obviously.
You never heard them say, quarterbacks say, boy, the third year is a big year for quarterbacks.
I mean, not especially, but yeah, I mean, I'm certainly looking forward to learning from this year, learning from the year before, and playing my best football next year is certainly my goal.
Thank you.
We'll take 3 more. Jordan Lombardo. Jordan.
Hey, Daniel. How surprised would you be if Jason isn't back here for another season?
We're a day removed from playing a game, and like I said, I'm not in a position to comment on that. I can just say that I've loved working with Coach and learned a ton from him. So he's a tremendous football coach, a tremendous person, and I'd love to continue to work with him.
And Joe's been very complimentary of you and adamant about you being the quarterback here in the future. When you leave here for this offseason, what does that mean to you knowing that?
Yeah, I mean, I certainly appreciate that, and I take that very seriously. That it's a role that I've got to continue to earn every day, and if I'm not working to keep that role and to continue to improve, I understand what the business of the NFL is. So I'll continue to do everything I can to prove that I am that guy.
Is it something he's expressed to you as well?
We've talked, and like I said, I'll continue to work and continue to improve as a player.
Rob.
Daniel, there's going to be a draft. There's going to be free agency, all sorts of roster moves before you get back on the field. What do you need if they came to you and said, "What's your shopping list to get this offense up and running, the way it should be, the way it needs to be, the way the rest of the league, frankly, is scoring points"? What would be on that list?
I think that that's not really my job to decide or to comment on. I think my job, as we go into the off season, is to improve personally, to improve as an athlete, to improve as a football player, and put myself and this team in the best possible position we can be going into OTAs and into next season. So that's where I'm focused.
Last one here, Lombardo.
Hey, Daniel. How close do you think you are personally to reaching that level? I mean, you were picked 6th overall going into your third year. You talk about improving and learning and developing. How close do you personally think you are to saying, okay, I've arrived and, this offense is going to be clicking on all cylinders next year?
Yeah, I mean, I think we're close. I think we're, like I said, I think we've improved and taken a big step this year. Hopefully you never feel like you've arrived. Hopefully there's always more you can accomplish, more you can do to improve and be better as a group, as a unit, and as players individually. So I think we're close. I think we've done a lot of good things, and we got to continue to work to improve.